So in our Torah portion of Vayera, on the verse, and Abraham raised his eyes, and he saw three men standing nearby. We can be sure that during his conversation with God, Abraham was very focused on this revelation of God that he was experiencing. When we pray, we're supposed to clear our minds of any distracting thoughts. The fact that Abraham noticed these men and took care of them, despite his deep concentration, shows how sensitive he was to others. And that's hospitality. What's hospitality? When being hospitable to guests, we need to do more than just offer them a free meal. We need to also focus on our guests, and show them sincere concern, taking interest in their conversation, and making them feel at home. Abraham was a model of such sensitivity to others. In the very middle of a conversation with God, he took notice of three travelers and excused himself from God's presence to take care of their needs. Talking about sensitivity, I remember a story, a pretty powerful story that took place in Brooklyn, New York in 770. The Rebbe would sit by the repetition of the Shemona Esrei on a bench, facing the crowd, with his hand on his forehead like this, pointing at the sitter, following the chazan word by word. For about 40 years. One day, or for a few days, the Rebbe did not place his hand on his head like that. And it was pretty strange. Something was going on. But a sensitive eye in the shul noticed that during the mincha service of those days, there was a guest from Israel, somebody whose body and face, I guess, were badly deformed. I remember him, and he was he was also blind. And it was very difficult to look at the person, his face. And it became clear that the Rebbe didn't want anyone to think that he was trying to avoid looking at this figured individual. So the Rebbe took off his hands. He didn't say boo. But after a while, people realized that that's why the Rebbe took off his hands. So you see the powerful union of sensitivity to others. Good Shabbos.